when I first moved to East Harlem, it was 1979. I lived on 117th between 1st and 2nd. So the rules out there was basically the Italian rules because that's what was over there. On Pleasant Avenue.
Yeah, Pleasant Avenue Mall. That's a
yes,
fact.
sir.
Pleasant Avenue
I grew up, yes. I grew up with the Joey C's. I was under them. Joey C and Redhead Joey and those Italian Vinny, all those dudes over there on Pleasant. So those are the rules that was out there. So it was pretty simple. Don't mess with my wife, don't steal, don't snitch. Stealing back then was just like snitching on somebody. Yeah. Everybody stole from me.
Yeah, nobody liked the thief. Nobody liked the thief back then.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, the bag was in the bag was in place. Now it's funny because you know a lot of people that I know when I looked up to in the Bronx, and I remember, man, like I remember the rules was tough back then. Like a lot of people don't understand how real the rules was back then. Yeah. Like I remember, like I'm not Puerto Rican, but I grew up with the Puerto Ricans.
Right.
So I know how to.
You grew up in the East
Side. Yes, sir.
With Black Robin, that's how he knew Spanish and all that. Yeah.
Yes. My cousin was just managing him the last time with my man D on that Bad Boy reunion tour. Okay. The last one with Puff. It's funny because growing up where we grew up at, the generation that we grew up in, I think it was more intense. It was more serious. It was like when somebody see with a sheepskin on, you really went outside to get a sheepskin. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
AJ Lester, like we didn't have the privilege of being spoiled. No. We had to go out.
You know? I mean, parents provided as well as they were able to, but it wasn't too much spoiling, especially if you had siblings, man, because, you know, you had to get the same thing for everybody. You couldn't get for one, and there wasn't no money like that to be getting 3 or 4 sheepskins, 3 or 4 pairs of Adidas at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no. So, Gazelles, and you know what I'm saying? The Gazelles. Remember, I was in East Harlem '79. I remember when the building I lived in, Green Eyes, the Italian guy, the Green Eyes,
yeah,
the Kennedy lived in my building, and they made sure nothing happened to him. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna front. He was bringing that bag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I remember when to get fly, there was only but so many hustles you had. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody didn't want to hustle. They think everybody wanted to hustle. Right. You know what I'm saying?
If you wasn't nice in one particular hustle, then you had to try to work through whatever different ones that were available to you, and then see which one you fit in and go from there. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, bro. And but they don't understand what I'm trying to let the people know is it wasn't easy for us. I think we had it harder because the G's before us was dangerous.
Right.
Because most of them had habits, you know what I'm saying? But they're trying to show us the American way, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And it's crazy because the youth, man, we didn't have it easy growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like dudes really never had it easy growing up. Like dudes had to find a hustle. If it was boosting, back then, yeah, boosting, robbing,
robberies were big in the 70s, 80s, man. You know,
yeah.
We didn't have too much, we didn't have like internet and all these other hustles. Like if you was good with boosting and you was good with that, but you know, you took a chance and get caught in the store most of the time. You know, if you were out on the street and you preferred get money on the streets,
yes,
as opposed to burglary and boosting, then that's what you did. And you know, there was always a risk in that. You know, especially if you played with firearms. You know
yeah.
because now, you know, you find yourself in situations where you might have to shoot somebody or you might get shot. So it was tough in that area, man. Me, for one, I couldn't really do the boosting and burglary. I dibbled and dabbled in there a little bit here and there because you always know somebody that's doing it. And on your down days, you might, you know, try your hand at that and go see what you could do. But either hustle, man, was tough, man, because
it was tough, B. Because and it's like you try to tell these dudes,
you can see me right now because I went to answer somebody and now I can't see myself. I can't. Can you see me still?
Yeah, you good, money. You good. You solid.
Okay,
you solid.
I can't see myself because I don't know how to put the keyboard, the keypad back down.
Yeah, but you good, money. They know you in the building. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
and you know, I remember, right? Me and my crew, we used to write graffiti. I wrote graffiti, and we went from writing graffiti to we had to find a hustle. You know what I'm saying? And our first hustle was robberies, digging pockets. You know, the average mug somebody. We were average. That was the next step for us. Nobody wanted to hustle, bro. We was like hustling. That you know what I'm saying? That takes too much. Nah, I can't do that. Right. I can't dedicate myself to a corner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because remember, because in our era, crack, they was paying people 10 cents a bottle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had to blow your whole day to make $100. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But even way before the crack, you had your people selling loose joints in the park and all of that. They would have a whole plastic bag full of like 100 joints, and you might buy nickel bags in the late 70s, like you were saying, 79. You go to the weed gates, what we used to call it weed gates. See, a lot of these people nowadays in this generation, they never see what we see. Like they don't understand that there was marijuana being sold out of stores on the regular strip on the street. Like you walk into a store and you might have some Pampers or a few scissors, you know, or bullshit in the front, but they were actually storefronts, and you went in there and you bought weed out of there. Like that was sometimes 3 on one little block. And
that's a fact.
You get raided, an hour or 2 later, they'll send somebody over, board up the hole that the police made, and start selling right back again the same day.
Same day,
so
bro.
That's bananas. Think about that now, walking down the street and just walking in the store and buying some weed. So a lot of these people in generation, some probably never even been told, and they definitely didn't see it because you don't even see it in like movies depicted. Like that's what important for people to understand how New York City was, man. You know, the number spots. You had number spots.
The number holes.
And you know, people just hanging out in number spots all day, and thousands of dollars were being spent there from the poor people.
Yes.
You wonder how these number spots make this money because these people supposed to be poor. But but people find a way to spend $1 or $2 every day, sometimes 3 or 4 times a day, and that added up. And you know, so you had those kind of hustles too. And if you got in good with the rosters back then you might be good in that hustle. But you take a chance of getting busted all the time because a lot of weed spots used to get hit on the regular. And the number spots not that much, but they'll do their raids too because they was paid mostly off by the talents. So the police didn't raid them so much, but you get caught in there too because I had a few of my homeboys in Fort Greene. Anybody that's watching right now from Fort Greene, all over
just shout out to Fort Greene, B.
Shout out to Fort Greene. On the avenue, we had 3 or 4 number spots, and and a few of my homeboys' moms worked in there. Like,
see,
there was a fruit store of Prince and Myrtle, and one Cuban dude had that. And my homeboy's mom's Pedro, he lived on the basketball court on the first side. His mom's worked there for 20, 25 years, as long as they was open. And then in the other spot, other people's moms lived, worked there too. So, you was real connected to that hustle, but the numbers wasn't really so available to the people for the projects because, that was run by Italians and they only selected a few chosen, people that they handpicked that they could trust. You know what I'm saying?
That you could trust. Yes, sir.
When they got busted, because that was also important. You know what I'm saying? So hustles were certain hustles that we had back then, you don't even see no more. And you try to explain that to people, and they be like, "God damn!" I used to tell my kids that, listen, that weed weed stores.
Weed stores, bro.
All over New York City.
Bro, what the mother, yup.
You just walk in and buy weed.
The Buddha bless, the cess,
right.
the envelope, trade bags and all that.
You get like 12 joints out of nickel bag for $5.
Out of one, exactly. That's a fact.
So the loose joints was big because if you spend $5 and I was never into that selling joint shit. I didn't feel like sitting around the bench all day selling that. But I used to lose and do it have knots because you spend $5 and you make $12, so you make a $7 profit. You double it. You do that 3 or 4 times in a day, 5, 6 times in a day.
Yeah, you won.
You were stacking a couple of dollars in a week. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what they don't like. That's why we gotta do this stuff. Because you gotta hear this, like, bro. It took somebody all day to get a pair of Pumas for this walking. That's what I'm saying. Like when you see dudes say pride in their sheepskins and their gazelle, that's because they went hard to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And I remember, like you said, 79, 80, 81, it was a depression in New York City, bro. It was air cuts, no money, no jobs. So dudes we had to be as kids, find our way in the streets, bro.
Yeah, man.
We had to find victims. Come here, stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like we had to fend for ourselves because the only thing we had for a minority that wasn't working was welfare. There was nothing else on the side. There wasn't because there was no jobs.
If you had a job, man, like my parents did, they had to go into that for dear life. But like that's why sometimes I see kids now, and I salute them, the kids that's working, because you see a lot of young kids work. Like even my son, my son right now, my youngest is like 22, and at that age I was in prison, so he's been working for a number of years since like 19. Yeah. And I look at that, and I'm like, damn, I was on the island through those years, and then I was in the States. So I see a lot of kids like him that work, but then thankfully there's more jobs now. The job market is a little more open, so a lot of young kids are able to do that. There was no jobs for young kids like us unless you waited all year for the summer, and you was lucky if you got in the summer youth program.
Summer youth program.
There was no jobs for teenagers and stuff like that now. So,
and I think that's why I'm like, yo, we have to, because I think it's a generational gap. Like I told you, that 20 years that's missing. They're hearing things now that's surprising to them about the real rules, the street rules, and how every man's job is to take care of your family. Like when we was younger, our whole goal was to take care of our family, bro. Even if you was on the block, no matter what you did, if you had kids, you broke the law for your family, for your kids.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you wasn't throwing a gun in nobody's face to go get high with your homies. That wasn't the end. That wasn't the end thing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
And you have to educate them on this stuff. Like, bro, your family come first. Your father, like my father worked for 40 years, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's all they know. They come from nothing, bro.
They come from
Our
nothing.
parents came from.
Yeah, so work was the main thing to them, the only thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the main, yeah, hell yeah, bro. And I remember, I remember, man. My father always told me you can be anything you want to be. I just happened to choose the street like a fool, but
yeah, a lot of us.
You know what I'm saying? I think we seen even the jail system. I remember when crack really first hit, like 85, 85, they didn't know what to do with them drug sweets, bro. Nah. Mike Azali be packed back to his capacity, bro.
Yeah, because you know what happened was crack came right on top of it. Remember 83, 84, the heroin was so bad. If people do their homework and they Google it, they look up Operation Pressure Point. That's that program. You remember that? They was doing it in Harlem, they was doing Lower East Side, some parts of Brooklyn and some parts of the Bronx. The main heavily drug and heroin infested areas, they had to do something about it because people just had buildings that were abandoned. Like I had buildings on Park Avenue in Brooklyn. I was 18 years old. I switched buildings a few times. I had one on the same sidewalk, and anybody that knows me went back with me, either from my side or people that hung out with me on the far side of Park Avenue. They say, no, he had buildings. I used to live in there. With guns and the drugs. I used to you know, with drugs for the people. I had my little team, and we would sell right there. And cops never even came. Sometimes for 2 months at a time, we in there rocking. So,
Yeah.
you know, when the crack hit, they was just still dealing with that dope. Operation Pressure Point hit 83. So like 84 and 84, 85, crack rolled in. It was right on the heels of the heroin. So it was like too much.
It was too much, bro.
West Coast City, so they was like, what the fuck is this now?
No, remember that?
Handle this heroin shit. And then, you know, so crack come out of nowhere, bam. So I
remember that, like, it was crazy. I remember when it took 8 crack sales to finally go up north.
Right.
They didn't know what to do with it. They was like, they didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Only thing like they were still hard on their heroin, but we sold crack.
People was getting away with a lot of shit with crack in the beginning. They didn't really know the severity of it, so they were still being lenient.
Yeah, lenient, yes.
It took them a minute before they got a grasp of the severity of the magnitude of the situation and said, holy shit, we got to do something about this.
The epidemic, yeah.
The epidemic got bananas.
The epidemic, bro.
They said we got to shut this shit down.
And then it was like, you watch dope blocks turn to crack blocks. You know what I'm saying? In a matter of days, this block becomes a crack block.
People you had dope fiends abandoning, kicking the dope habit without even knowing, because they were smoking crack so much. They abandoned the dope for a couple of days. Next thing you know, they don't have the habit no more. The dope habit's gone. They got crack habit.
That's why when I heard that you were doing a documentary about the Willis Ave thing, that's so important, bro. Yeah. Because because what's so important is, my man told me this when I was younger. When the kids get out of school, I don't want to see you in front of the building. Come back at 5 o'clock. And like I said, I never understand that. I was like, come on, bro. You do this shit all day. He said, listen, there's something called respect. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? You're gonna have some respect here. I don't care what else you do all day here. But my wife
not have thing, because they was doing that in Harlem, you said?
East Harlem, yes.
Right, like
my
in the Bronx, like in the Bronx. But in Brooklyn, they didn't care about that shit.
They didn't care about all that.
Because I never knew about that. They had that they would practice that rule till I got uptown in the Bronx. Because you didn't hear about that shit in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's like, man, listen, we don't care about none of that. So that was respect, because they taught you something.
The respect thing. And I understand the grab. I understand it to the old timer came to me and was like, he said, listen, I do what I do out here. This is what I do, right? I send my kids to Catholic school. My wife is my wife. My wife should not have to fight to get in the building because you're in putting in the lobby with customers. So if you want to be out here, respect our cardinal rule.
Right.
From 2 to 5, get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
That's how
get low.
2 to 4, 2 to 5. Long
get out of here.
Sure, when the kids are being walked from the school to their home.
Yeah. And I don't know, my man, it's funny because
no sales take place.
Puerto Rican thing. I just thought it was a Puerto Rican thing, because it was like, I tell my man, like, how the hell your father saw all this coke? He go to Catholic church. He's in church on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I understand this. You know what I'm saying?
There was a lot of Catholic going people that hustle drugs, man.
Yeah, it was deep, man.
And on Sunday and try to, bless it all away and then get back to it.
And get back to your people, man. And that's why I began to learn respect with the game, bro, is that you have to have respect. He goes, the last in each speech, you got to have respect. We don't sell lobbies. We don't sell drugs upon the kids. We don't curse somebody's mother out. We hold the door.
And we didn't violate women like the way these people do now.
That's a fact.
We
and you definitely don't see nobody's butt.
And females like the way everything is, is done nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And but when they hear this, these young boys is going now, like, it was like that? Yeah, bro, it was like that. Like, you have to have respect. See, hold on. the thing with respect is
Somebody said,
when you have respect, the old ladies don't call police on you. When you have respect, nobody goes, they got a pack in the building. When you show respect, and I think that was the whole logic of it. If you give me that respect, I give y'all that respect. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. My projects, which is 4 buildings, we sold all the crack in the world allegedly. Do you know my projects never got swept?
Which project?
Because dudes would break out. You know what I'm saying?
Which ones
I'm from Washington. You know what I'm saying?
Which ones are those? Which projects are those?
Washington.
Oh, Washington.
Yeah, on 99th, but I live up there here on Lex.
Oh, it's 99. So what? That's only 4 buildings, right? They're small.
Yeah, the 4 buildings, yeah.
Yeah, I see them. Yeah, it's like a little mini complex.
Yeah, they're a little complex.
Yeah, but a lot of people come out of there, they you know what I'm saying, with some names. I've ran into a few up north. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it's like, so we had like a lot of respect, and it's crazy because we all come from the same culture. It's just that you're from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same culture. And I think that we lost, the respect thing has lost because a lot of people are following these jail rules. And they assume, because the jail rules is, remember on our block, our outside didn't control our block. That wasn't how it went.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now the outsider controls your block. That was unheard of. Somebody that's in Attica that's not from my block controls the youth on my block.
Right.
And I think that's where it went sour at. Like,
yeah,
I seen your pictures, huh?
I think the disconnect is we was talking about that too long ago. I think everybody's like, yo, why, how come, like some young dudes, they be messaging me. They be like, damn, man, I be seeing how y'all be talking, how y'all be moving, and I see a lot of stuff from the past, and I see how everything was ran. So why nobody taught in my generation that what y'all learned? And I think what happened after thinking about it for a while, there was the gap happened because there was so many people from that era were so heavily involved in crime. So everybody got taken off the scene at once. So while we were away doing numbers, doing a lot of time, 10 and better, that generation was being raised out here on their own.
On their own.
So they didn't have the OGs that we had to tell us, nah, it's not like that, or to learn from, even if they ain't tell us. Because not too many OGs, I don't remember them telling me shit. I watched and a lot of stuff just
pay attention to.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so I told homies, listen, a lot of, with the heroin and the crack, people went away for a long time. While everybody was away, there was a generation and a half that were out here by themselves. So they was like, they did dumb. They made up their own new rules, and everything went haywire. By the time we got out,
yes, sir.
Was already doing dumb. The situation changed. It was too late to try to talk people down. They can't do it. They didn't want to hear that.
They definitely want to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yo, it's a fact, because I began to see the shift where dudes is getting a lot of time, so now the blocks is controlled by, it's different now. Like you said, it's these young boys and we on go. And it's like, damn.
Right. No, somebody just wrote that. Somebody just said real ones got took and weak ones got left behind, and they ain't do their job
they ain't do their job right. Because when you hear somebody shoot a corner up and there's mothers out there, that was unheard of, bro. But I'm gonna tell you, it's the truth. This is a fact. If your mother's in front of the building and I'm shooting at somebody, I gotta move.
Yes, definitely, of course.
I can't come back to the block. It's over.
That was what I was saying. You didn't have to step to nobody about that. People already knew. It was like unspoken rules.
Unspoken rules.
Yeah, my man told me the other day. Oh no, my brother. He was like, yo, you remember, man, that when we was moving, he said a lot of time it was just certain looks or certain nods, and we already knew the rest. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a nod, give you a certain look, and we knew how to fill the blanks in. So we was on point with each other's movements. We knew how to coordinate. So, a lot of things that went without saying back then. Now, a lot of generation dudes do stuff, and then you be like, yo, that's not the way. What you mean? That's not the way. They gotta be told. It's like, bro,
tell them, like,
you had to tell me that. I knew
Tell me,
that.
it's common sense.
Yeah, right.
Yo, bro, you're not supposed to curse my mother out and not expect me to throw you through the window when I catch you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. Somebody said about the snitching thing, right? I said, listen, man, me stealing, me stealing from you is like me telling on you. If I don't rob you with a gun and take it from you, if I do some sneak stuff and steal like a half a brick from you, you're gonna treat me like I snitched on you, bro. I get the same beat down.
The same punishment.
The same punishment.
It was
It's
equal,
not,
it was as equal violation.
the only difference is when you snitch, you can't come back.
Right.
It depends on what you stole. You might be able to come back.
You might be able to fix it. Yeah, you might be able to fix it. You might be able to fix it. Snitching ain't no fixing that.
You ain't no fixing with that one. You really can't.
Deal. You know what I'm saying?
That's a dying deal. You gotta take that with
you. You can take something from somebody. You might have to sit down and work it out later with the person or something. But when you telling somebody, you can't work that out. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big difference. But but I think that with the internet and these platforms now that are being utilized, a lot of the youth are paying attention.
Yes.
And they trying to fall in line to the old ways, because I see it and I get it from a lot of kids. A lot of the younger generation that, man, everybody in my circle, don't roll I roll, think like I think. So I'm trying to step aside from them and get what people do. So people starting to listen and some people starting to learn. And then everybody's like, how y'all gonna save this generation? I'm like, listen, we might can't save them, but we could probably put them on a better path than what they're on now.
Yes.
And I think people are paying attention and listening, and they're starting to, and thanks to these platforms, we're able to capture audiences. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like masses, because before word of mouth, it take too long. Word of mouth.
Take too long, man.
There's too much damage to do word of mouth. It takes too long. So with the internet and all this, this other technology that we have, we're able to reach more people, in a shorter time. And people starting to listen. So it's gonna take a minute, but I think down the line, your generation down the line or something, you'll start seeing some straightening up.
You know what's funny? You said that in my hood, right? Some young boys hit me up and said, Zeke, you're helping diffuse a lot of the beefs because a lot of these young boys got caught in the gang culture. So, to them, project versus project is probably one blood hood versus another blood hood or whatever. Quip hood, whatever. So I'm telling them, like, bro, we all got along, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had no reason being called for projects. If I wasn't hustling Carver, I had no reason to be sitting there.
No, that's a fact. You ain't step outside of your comfort zone. We taught people that. Unless you was going in to hit and run right quick, and that's all.
Yeah, bro. So it's like y'all getting caught up in a culture and y'all hate each other when it wasn't like that. Like we all get along with each other, bro. Everything that we dealt with money. We was young like y'all. We was young like y'all, but we knew what lines not to cross. Because there's unwritten rules.
Right.
I knew if I booked you without a mask and you my next door neighbor, you're liable to get me back. So I said, what y'all gotta do, man, you gotta sit down, you gotta talk to your fathers, your grandfathers. Don't talk to somebody who's not from your block, bro. You hear me?
Right. Yeah. And
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody who don't understand. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, for me to go to Fort Greene and tell a bunch of kids from Fort Greene a whole bunch of stuff, they're gonna, you know what I'm saying? It makes better sense that somebody from Fort Greene does it.
Because
not from a gang culture mentality, you know what I'm saying?
It's like the parent syndrome. Like when your parents tell you something, you don't listen. But if your uncle or older person, a friend of your parents tell you, then you listen. You be like, okay. I used to do it and I see it in my kids, you know what I'm saying? So that outside influence. Because when sometimes you're too close to the situation, and nobody want to hear you. So sometimes it takes somebody outside of the circle.
Yes. Because you know what? That's real, because I'm going to give an example. When I see a youth beef now, it's always about some silly gang stuff that has nothing to do with their block. It's always, I'm this and I'm that, and yo, you fool and that, you know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with the block. So I'm sitting here going, damn, the guy that they probably following locks in every day, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the beef he got with that guy, he's gonna debt the beef. But you're gonna have beef for the rest of your lives because you're trying to
continue with it, right?
You know what I'm saying? So now, like my man's always said, do what you got to do in jail to survive. When you come to these streets, it's back to the block. You know what I'm saying? Leave that shit. Whatever you was doing in there, leave that shit there.
No,
don't bring that over here.
Dudes do that from the old school. You got
you know
people that came home and they got certain people, but they ain't carrying it out on the outside.
They ain't carry it out no more. Because they know that it's going to create danger on your block. Because what happens now is everything, we grew up in structured situations. Like, I'm going to give a good example, right? When I first seen your page, you posted mad pictures. I'm sitting there going, son from Fort Greene. Then the history you brought about Fort Greene is there's a lot of Puerto Ricans in Fort Greene.
Yeah.
So then, from what I knew about Fort Greene was, you know, the Killer Bands, the 50 Cent, and the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm sitting there going, there's a mad Puerto Ricans, and most of them was God body.
Yeah.
When,
that's,
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So now, but to the world, when they show the guards, they never show no Puerto Ricans.
Right.
So then, I don't watch more of your pictures.
They would have went down to Fort Greene, they would have seen all the Puerto Ricans, 5%ers, and they would have been like, holy shit. This is a whole different world. Yeah. It was all Puerto Ricans with 5%ers in Fort Greene.
So now I'm sitting there going, Taliek is probably, this is an OG right here. Like,
yeah.
He came uptown, the motorcycle thing, he's an outlaw, he's God body. You was God body when people was getting stabbed for not knowing the 1 to 10.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was 5% of first before anything else came into the picture.
Yeah. You know and when you did an interview with somebody and you was like, yo, they asked me, well, how you got the sheepskin and stuff like that? You're like, nigga, we robbed for that. That's what dudes did.
Yeah. I paid for something later on. I paid for something later on when I was making money. We was able to buy brand new ones. But my first one, and I got a picture with it, is on the roof. The picture's real grainy. I'm going to post it real soon.
Yes.
That great sheepskin, I took that from somebody.
Hell yeah.
And, you know, that's something I'm proud of, but it's what...
That was ever. It was a question.
What I had to do if I wanted one.
At that time, it was Pumas, you know, Lee, AJ Lester, British Walkers, and that's why I say a lot of your youth, man, there's so much for you out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to pack bags to buy a shirt at the Teagle shirt or get a do-rag, bro. Y'all have a chance, man, but get out the box, bro. We're telling you with this, bro. Please get out the box. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. They got tougher laws for you young boys. You know what I'm saying? See, back in the day, it took 20 gun charges to do a 1 to 3.
So tell me about how many firearms charges. I was just looking at my raps the other day because I mentioned somebody else in this. I got several firearms.
Yeah.
So I actually went in my rap sheet to make sure and I counted. I got 5 firearm charges, but it took 3 before I really did some time.
That's that fucking shit.
It took 3.
Let me tell you something. Yo, right? When I was younger, right? My man said, yo, listen, we're going to sell drugs. This is when we try to take the game serious, right? When you go to jail, whatever you do, don't let anybody extort you. Don't take no cookies from nobody. Don't let anybody take your sneakers and don't do nobody's laundry. So I'm like,
that's right.
Huh? So I'm like, oh shit. I got a slap box every day now. I see, because I'm liable to go to jail. You know, I call it TNT, so this is no lie, probably. I call it TNT cell. They sent me to write this down. I thought I was going to scared straight, bro. You hear me? I was like, all I do is sell drugs, man. I'm in here for selling crack.
Some of you write this down the first time. You're going to have some concerns on your mind.
The phone was the last thing. I was like this.
You scared straight for that few hours.
I said, this is not a game. This jail shit. So remember, I never went to far and all that shit. I wasn't experienced. So you know, I had to learn how to fight real fast. I said, oh shit. I had to start acting crazy. You know, that crazy roll worked every time. Got looking around and but it worked. But
what I learned fast is you gotta hook off from somebody quick. You find yourself in some danger, you don't know what to do. Stuffing somebody real quick first, that always works.
It works, man. They don't know what we went through. Like that cutting stuff that didn't start with the Bloods and Crips. Dudes been getting cut. Dudes used to die with the phones and all that.
Of course. Now, you New York always had that. Even my Cali homie that was with me on my label, my man Cartoon, when I was on the Rough Rider label.
Yeah.
He's the first West Coast artist signed. He was banging out there hard. And he came over here, you know, he was over here for a number of months in the studio with us and all of that. He was like, yo, he's like, yo, he's like, I gotta give it to y'all, man. Y'all raise the game in New York City is crazy.
Hell yeah.
He said, you know, because they're not so big on that on the West Coast like that. But he said, yo, on the East Coast, he said, especially in New York City, y'all raise the game and cutting face game is bananas.
Bananas, bro.
Shit like that where we from. I said, you raise the cutting shit in New York is, you know.
It's crazy, man.
We specialize in that.
That's why I tell the young boys, listen, man, y'all ain't the first ones to invent this. You're not the first ones to invent at commerce where you busted somebody's bag open, starts snatch and grab. You're not the first ones that did this. You're not the first ones that.
Oh, we was doing that in the street, and then we even took that inside. The C-76, we was cutting dudes commissary bags and paper brown bags with the razor. All the commissary fall out, everybody grabbing it. You know, dudes was coming through that was new. Yo, who this? He got a big bag. Bang,
I'm trying to tell you. You on the phone? I'm trying to tell you, man. So it's like we've been there. We're just trying to show you, man, that you don't have to put yourself in situations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're trying to, you know what I'm saying? Went to the store, but it wasn't easy. Listen, nobody wanted to sell drugs, so they had to sell drugs. I'm gonna tell you, most likely, what made you get to that bag was them 2 gunshots. You know what, man? They forced my hand. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah.
I gotta get the, you know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah.
Then I somebody for drugs.
Right. Because when you play with them guns, even if you ain't busting it don't matter. If you're robbing with it, it's a violent felony. So violent felonies, you know, people was getting hit. It's still now, but you was getting some numbers and posting a drug sale, you wasn't getting hit that hard. And then a lot of times, you know, dudes, let's be honest, in the 80s, dudes, some crews got lucky and hit some good spots and made money robbing, but nobody was really getting G money like that, robbing all the time. Yeah. You got lucky here and there if you came off with 5 G's and better between 4 or 5 of y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you plan something out or you hit a jewelry shop. But a lot of robberies was for petty, a couple of $100 and shit like that. But now when you got into the drug game, now you're starting to see some money and you ain't even taking no risk and there ain't no violent felony. So dudes was switching
probation, drug program.
Right, drug programs, they was handing them out like candy, you know, so they was like, yo.
I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna make you laugh right now. It's a true story though. When I first heard about graffiti, they told me to get down with them. I don't know how, but they made me get down. So the crew was called PC-131. It was like 8 Puerto Ricans, 2 blacks, and a dog. You hear me? My man had a killer pit. I didn't know the other. Had the killer pit. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Duke. Duke was a weapon. He's a sycamore, all type of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I met the other half of the crew. I never knew the other half of the crew. Duke. They was more advanced. They was robbing already, smoking weed. They was on go already. I hang out with these fools for 1 weekend. They got me on a robbing expedition. Everything moving. Remember where I live at is 99th Street. Everything downtown, anything moving, we digging pockets, we choking everything up.
That's where the money's at. Anything below 90, you went to the 80s, that's where all the money was at back in Manhattan.
That's where the money was
at. That's how we used to do it.
So we go, we snatch, we bugging, and then so we booked something. And that's why I knew that robbery game wasn't for me. So I'm like, nah, because Duke's all the crimes. I'm like, yo, give us money back. Yo, give us his money back. My man, we all got quiet. It was like, yo, you can't come with us no more. Just go sell crack, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this shit ain't for you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They already knew. They already knew.
This wasn't your lane, Zeke. They was already on go already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I learned a lot. Everybody got their own lane. That's why I learned. My brother said
it's good that you experienced it, so you knew what was involved.
Yeah. I tell you, man, when your friends love you, they tell you real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, this ain't your lane. Let's go on the block, write your graffiti, say your little drugs. You happy? You good? You know what I'm saying? Because you know the hustlers, we were super happy. Once you start getting some money, there was no violence involved. You know what I'm saying? All you had to do was duck police. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Listen,
and
one of the things I forgot when I was in I don't know if you saw Flip the Script interview.
Yes. Shout out to Queen Flip. That's a guy.
When I was 16, I was shot in a robbery. Yeah. This was 82 August in Fort Green inside a building. So we were thinking somebody else. Long story, but make long story short, at that time in the project, I don't know if anybody they got shot that young yet. Like I probably was like the youngest kid at that time they got shot because I hadn't heard no 15-year-old or 14-year-old they got shot at that time. So I was probably like the youngest, you know, in that era they got shot. And dudes remember like my home Wiz and all that, they was dead. They all came to see me in the hospital. I was in the hospital in Manhattan.
Yes.
I was 16, I was ready robbing and got shot in a stick up.
Damn.
And you would have thought that would have deterred me, but it didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Motivated you more.
Once my arm healed, I stepped it up from there, you know, because I guess I enjoyed that for a while once I got the hang of it, but so you got to know your lane when you know.
I know your lane, man. I'm tell you, one time my man, me in the crib, I think he's a little crazy. I think you know his peoples though. My man, his cousin was Titi, the ones that was on Vine Ave and Seneca.
Or Brian Boys.
Yeah, the Vine Boys, yeah.
The boys, the Seneca boys, yeah. The boys were serious. They were serious dudes, man.
Yeah, serious. He was serious, man.
They made a lot of newspapers too. They made a lot of newspapers.
Yeah.
Right after the time when we made the newspaper up in the Bronx, they had a lot of articles too.
That was my man Cuzzo, and when a lot of things happened in the Bronx, they would like he'll be on my block, Titi. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll be on my block, but like don't say rest in peace Tone Lopez and rest in peace Superman Ed and Sugar Hill Tone. They will all be on my block. For some reason, my block was like the Puerto Rican version of the rooftop. You know what I'm saying? The Puerto Rican version of Willie Burgers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my man, he a nutcase. He like to play with guns all damn day. So we in the crib one day, we bagging up. He had like a bulletproof vest. He shoot at 380 in the wall. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's wrong with you, man? We in here trying to bag up.
He's shooting at the vest on the wall.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, yo, but look how much harder we was. We kept bagging up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. The police are gonna bag us.
Yeah.
But the police never came.
As long as the bullet don't hit us, you shooting that way, we over here. So.
Yeah, man, this nigga crazy. And I realized, man, you know what I said, Pirate Man? I said, yo, when I was younger, I said, this selling drugs thing I could do. It doesn't take too much.
No, shit, I did it for a while too. You know, I got out that gunplay game for a while, the gunslinging game. And
you was getting that, woo! Yo, how was it in the Bronx with the CNC? I remember I was in high school when that happened to yes, I had it in the paper. They say he just came back from DR and that shit happened, bro. I think he was going to parole and that's when they jammed him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when he walked out of parole.
Yeah, son. They had a big ass article about him, bro. You hear me?
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I mean, I was locked up. I couldn't believe it, man. But I kind of always felt something was going to happen, even to me at that point. We were at war, a lot of shit was happening. So I felt one day, I was going to drop, because how, a lot of gangsters was getting caught, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, yeah. It's a lot of gangsters. I remember when that happened, but I remember going on Brook Avenue. Brook Avenue was like 42nd Street.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? I tell people, man, if I could recreate the scenery, when I got there, I told my brother, yo, you gotta come up here and see this shit.
Let's see this shit.
And he came, he was like, what the fuck is this? I said, I don't know, but this shit is
I don't know. That shit is
It
crazy.
was like 42nd Street, man.
It was like 42nd Street, full of dope fiends, bro. From there, yo, bro.
Miko,
And then you had to,
OG.
you know what I'm saying? Got me salute, dogs.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? Salute, OG. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember we would ride through there, bro, and we felt the chills of $1 million block, like, cause the closest to Brook Ave was Taino Towers. You know what I'm saying? Taino had all the and 116th Street and Lex.
Yeah, you cross right over the Willis Avenue Bridge, third Avenue.
Yeah, exactly. It was right there. Wagner, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, those dudes would be like this. We used to be like, but I ain't gonna front. Y'all was not playing no games. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean about when they talk about people that
was a structured, serious operation, man.
That was structured, bro.
You know what I'm saying? There was serious rules there that everybody.
It was serious. Little Pito have not come home yet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Right.
Back then, you went up for 10 bundles, you had to move the family out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If I told dudes, they'd be like, oh, they see me now. I was so cool. I said, bro, you don't have no idea the situation I was involved in. But if you read a lot of articles, you get a good idea. There's so many articles about the gang and how we operated. This shit was like the mob. You know
like the mob.
And then, people were losing their lives. This was serious.
Losing their lives, man.
This was serious.
And when somebody tell you, yo, after 3 o'clock, I want to see you out here, they really meant, unless you're ready to go to war, 3 o'clock, you out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, people do.
And like I told my man, I said, do you notice, do you notice like the hustle for cool dudes that's not playing with you? You feel more pressure on not fucking their money up. You'll fuck your money up before you fuck their money up. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
you already know.
Of course.
There's no excuses. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I told dudes, man, like, dudes trained us a certain way. So it was just automatic that we just want to do certain things. We don't, you know what I'm saying? But jail, you know, depending, like I know when you was going to jail, you was in them rights, like, you know, Sing Sing when, because you was in Sing Sing when the bag was really in Sing Sing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When dudes was getting caught with 4 or 5 racks in their cell, you know what I'm saying?
Of course. Not only that, we was riding on the island in the Brooklyn house. I got sent to ATM from some ride in the Brooklyn house. We broke everything up. 75 riots.
Yeah, bro.
I threw one of the short lockers through the show's bubble one time.
Yeah.
But I threw it through the window and it landed in her seat. So when the depth came and he saw the window broke like that, he saw that locker on her seat because they left everything there. He looked in the dorm. He said, "Oh, it's fucking on." He said, "You trying to harm my officers?" And thankfully, man, this what I told people. Nobody told on me, and everybody saw me throw that. But they sent 9 of us out the next day because they had idea, you know, it was me. And, they had ideas like 2, 3, 5%, 1 or 2 Muslims, and like 2 other Puerto Ricans. And they said, y'all going to HTM. So, I mean, maybe somebody did tell on the low, but I doubt it because they would have singled us out and tried to, you know, write us up.
It's not figured out, man.
Yeah, they just figured it out.
Yo, and that's what I mean about how serious the game was. Like, I remember when I was locked up, and there's a situation that happened to Rest in Peace Killer Ben. I think one of his brother or sister, somebody shot through the door one time, and I think they killed, like, you know what I'm saying, one of his siblings over something I think his brother did. You know what I'm saying? They had it in the paper, some guy named Minister, whoever his name, you know what I'm saying? And they said that he was trying to get the guy that did that. They had him in the paper for that. Like, yo, I think he got locked up for it, but it was like, the hood was crazy. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? He
killed in that.
Yeah, that was messed up. When I read that in the paper, I said, that's crazy, man.
I was actually home for that at that time. That's the summer. The summer I came home and I was in the Bronx. That was 90 summer. I had the article. He wasn't
man, I remember when that happened, man.
Home at that time.
You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Killer Ben, and you know, his loved ones, man. That was that, and that's what I mean. Everybody reacts different. You know what I'm saying? And in that situation, the reaction was crazy. It was just like, so they think that. So the moral of the story is that when we speak these war stories, it sounds like we're glorifying some of this shit because we laugh because ain't gonna fun. It might have been some fun time, but we're really trying to tell y'all, you know, it wasn't. It's not. If we can turn this shit back half the shit we would have never did. You know what I'm saying?
I would have finished school, man. You know, I wound up seeing how you know, my academic levels and skills in school, you know, through college, and then whenever I took the GED upstate in Southport, I blew it out by so many, you know. I still got a lot of commendations there from school. I was always smart, man, but you know, academics and school just was like boring to me. So I gave it up. I wound up getting back interested in it later on, but it was too little, too late, you know. So but
you know what? It's never too late though. You can still do it, brother. You can become a 50-year college graduate.
No,
I'm saying
I went to school in Florida right before I moved back. I went back. I was at Hillsborough Community College like 2 years ago.
Wow, that's dope, man.
I went back, you know, because I still like school. You know, I don't mind writing.
Studying.
I like studying and all that. So.
That's a great thing, man. Because that's the only way. That's the only way we're gonna win through education, bro. And I say education, just knowing more than the block. That's one thing that I think we might have did a lot of things like as in crime, but we always want to be smart. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we want to be in the know. It was just I'm not gonna walk around and be dumb all day. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know.
I was always an information deposit. Like I always see, I asked a lot of questions. I read a lot of things. You know, I looked up a lot. That's how I always was. So that's why people ask me about stuff. And they're like, how do you know that? Because I made my business to find out. Because that's how I always was. Since a kid, we had an encyclopedia in my house. So that's how I knew all the animals. And everybody's like, how does kids know this shit? Because they bought a encyclopedia, my moms and pops. And I was, out of all four of us, I was the only one who was always reading it.
Yes.
So I always kind of had, you know, a fair amount.
Hold on 1 second, good brother. Yeah, no doubt. Yes, sir. Just put the music on. Right. Yeah, definitely, man. So definitely, it's like I tell people, man, we grew up in this, man, like, and I'm happy that now that I'm saying they're hearing more, and I know what you're trying to do, man. And I'm plugging into some more YouTubers that you could tell your story to, bro. Because I know that you're trying to do a documentary, and you know what I'm saying? Information is a key. Well, information is key.
We got one documentary already that we filmed some on. It's called Feel My Pain. That's the thing we're doing the show on next month. And that's me, Mario Machete, Peter Shu.
Good crew right there, man.
Skeevy from Land Kings and my homies Uncle that did a lot of time on the West Coast out in Pelican Bay on Teal Sunshine. So they shared some of their experience and stories. So that's real. I got into some real deep shit on that documentary. And then we're working on with some people on the other thing. So we have a few things in the works. Yes,
and just the more people you network with, the more people that see the content, and people will be more attracted to what you're speaking about. That's why I said, you know, when you hit me up, I hit you up months ago. I was like, yo, what's up, man? Because I follow you, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, man, this is an OG right here, man. Like, he's Puerto Rican from Fort Greene, and he's 5%, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
And then and the more I began to follow your story, it was like, wow. Yo, he was up north. He survived. He was in the Bronx. When the Bronx, I tell you, man, if you wasn't buying a bag of dope, you was not walking on Brook Ave at certain parts of the day.
Hell, especially with all that jewelry I used to have on. I used to be back before Fort Greene, Bronx, Fort Greene, Brook Avenue, Brook Avenue. So, you know, you had to be about something that, you know, on a serious level back then. You know what I'm saying? That's how you see all the cats from my projects, the Killer Bands, the 50 Cents, the Little Jamels, and all of them. You know how they used to be heavy because these were dudes. You know, they didn't play no games back then, man.
Yeah.
Serious dudes. They were able to walk around like that. And a lot of times in the projects with nothing or no firearm because, you know, their reputation was already established. You know, and what they would do to people, that was already established. So if you did something to them and you caught them and you took their shit, you had to move, like you said. You had to disappear.
That was just,
so, you know,
still in the back.
You was getting handled.
You're getting handled. And the boss that they catch you, one of the workers or his cousin or there's somebody on the block and go, there goes Zeke right there. Come here, let me holler at you, man. Yo, where, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when we speak about the rules, all the rules they get the same treatment. There's only one rule that you can't, two rules you can't come back from. It's rape and snitching.
And snitching, yeah, that's it.
Anything else,
Yeah.
you might be able to move back.
There's no forgiveness in the law of the jungle for those two.
For those two. Anything else, you may have a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If the extracurriculums, you just gotta go with the extracurriculum crowd. It depends on who you are though, because you got some dudes that they don't care to get their money back. They want to bust you over the head. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't play with everybody's money. Everybody.
Yeah. No, that's
and I think and that's what's getting these young boys hurt because they're just bagging anybody. Like, nah, bro, if you're not a hustler, if the game ain't for you, just get a job, bro. There's nothing wrong with getting a job. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
Because
I used to think it was, but I found out it wasn't.
You too.
I found out that there's if you need to go to work, if you get a job, that's what you do.
That's what you do.
Especially nowadays.
Hell yeah. I remember me. I remember when I first said I didn't want to get a job and I just want to hustle. Then I started realizing that's why I go to jail. I said, wait a minute, this whole hustling thing got a weird consequence to it. You know what I'm saying? And then
I've been home a while. I've been home a while not to go to. I don't see too many people. A few here and there. I don't see too many people getting rich off the hustle no more. And in our era, everybody was getting rich. I mean, you know, this dude was getting at these people. But so many crews getting rich because that's what it was the time for that. Now, very few in between. Oh, he's getting, he hustle. That's it. Everybody's just hustling. He's a kingpin. That's very far and few in between.
Yes. It was so crazy, man. It was a controlled hustle because we knew that we couldn't make the block count. We knew we couldn't shoot the block. We knew it was just like common sense. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, man. I said, listen, I should see the old dudes that was just so dope and coke on the corner go to Catholic church on Sunday. Fuck me up, like really? That's what made me go to Catholic church one day. I said, why are they going to church for? This dude's on the corner all week long, hustling, bustling, running numbers in the corner store. We see them on Sunday. They on their knees and doing the commitment. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
my homie's pop was
the
like
gangsters is doing.
Green. I don't say his name, but his pops and moms went to church every Sunday, and he was one of the first ones that I seen on my side. Well, anyway, I got to do a heroin game with them. But after the pops left, the pops wound up breaking up with the moms and left with this other lady. But he was one of the first ones to put the heroin game on Myrtle Avenue between Ashland and Prince Street. And he had the workers out there, and they was getting it. And then the kids that were my age, that went to school, they used to show it to me because he had it in a buffet machine.
Yes, wow.
Machine, and one day when nobody was there, they was like, look, the brother and sister, they unscrewed the bottom and they pulled out the pads and all of that, and there was plastic bags of powder in there. That was the heroin in the cut. So and he was rocking. And then Sunday you see him in church like that. He had the whole side lit.
Yeah, I saw
that early on too. I was like, so this dude's doing this, but he go to church. So I was like.